Hey everyone, Water Chucky 1620 here. Jeff is getting out of the hospital day. Hell yeah, going home. No infection. I'm clear with that. The biggest thing I was waiting on is the sputum. My sputum culture, or sample that I gave him on Monday, finally came back today this morning, and yes, it takes over 72 hours for a sputum culture or to I guess mutate to the point where you can detect or find anything out of it, and obviously they didn't. So all the antibiotics and all the breathing treatments they gave me really helped. It did clear me out. I do feel better. But I'm ready to get back home. I'm ready to get back to getting in the garage. I've got a project now I gotta do. I got a snowmobile I gotta put back to original. That Indy 650, that Indy that I was doing, that Polaris that has a 650 motor in it, it's gonna come out. The boy, my cousin's son, it was his sled. He wants it back, and I want my Yamaha back. Yeah, he's got my blue Yamaha SRX 99, and it's sitting in a trailer, and he doesn't even use it. So the Yamaha doesn't make sleds anymore. I want that back, and I'm going to get it back for free if I give him back his snowmobile, and I get my Yami back, and I can fix it, and that'll be my project, really, to really redo it a little better than what it looks like once I get it back. But all of Yamaha, I'll ride it every now and then, but I won't ride it that much, because seeing that Yamaha is now out of business, the snowmobile business, I'm not out of business, but out of the snowmobile side of business. You know, I see people selling their sleds now out there, those Yamaha Sidewinders, the LTs, the GTX, whatever you call it. People want, they, for even like a 2014 or 15 one, people are asking over 10 grand for those sleds. When the sled was probably 19 or 18's out, even though it has a bunch of miles on it, they're asking a lot of money because Yamaha doesn't make snowmobiles no more. So now it's gold. To everybody, it's gold. That blue and white has become gold. So, you know, I'm happy to get it back. I'm happy to work on that Polaris, get it out of my garage, get my Yamaha back. I have my Yamaha and my Skidoo. I'm happy. I'm not saying that I'm not a Polaris guy. I like Polarises, but I'm more of a Skidoo and Yamaha guy. I fell in love with that Yamaha, and ever since, Yamaha has been on my mind. You know, they're a good sled. They are a good sled. I'm not going to deny that. You know, I see enough YouTubers out there running against SRXs, people running with a Thundercat, the 1000 Thundercat. I seen this guy keep up with that guy in the top end. The Thundercat took off. I got him finally, but he didn't have him until the RPMs built up in that Thundercat, and then he outran him. But like I'm saying, them 700s, those redhead 700s, if you got a redhead triple 700, those are the motors you want. Not the blackhead, and not even the blue single or the blue triple with the, you know, the single head. That one, that model there, I'm sorry. You got it, and you got it mint, and you don't use it, good. Use it, you're risking it. That's the way I think, that's my opinion on that. But enough about that. I'm getting out, and I'm looking outside, and as you can tell, the sun is actually out. You can see down there, traffic, and all that. I'm waiting for you can see there will be there it is down there. There's one, well, forget it. I missed it. I tried. But, you know, the buses around here at U of M, they're maize and blue. Well, actually, they're blue with a little maize. So, Yeah, it's cool. I was trying to get one so y'all can see what it looks like, but I'm happy, y'all. I thought I was gonna be here longer. Honestly, I really thought I was gonna be here longer. They really were talking like not till next week. Like my mom said, I called my mom this morning to let her know, and she's like, "You got an angel watching over you." Well, if I do, I might have a feeling who it is. So we'll just keep it at that, So here y'all go, watch the traffic. Now watch this bus. See that bus? See that maze and that blue? There goes another one. There you go, y'all. You saw it. So I'm happy to be here, honestly. I'm happy to be at the University of Michigan, but not in the hospital. Honestly, I mean, trust me, if I have to be in a hospital, I will come, but I am a pain in the ass kind of patient. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am, because honestly, my biggest thing is for a hospital, when you turn in your medical list, they have control. You don't. And that's what I don't like, is the control of my medicine that I'm supposed to take at certain times, like I do at home. When you come here, oh, we'll give it to you then. Or, wait a minute, I forgot about that. Oh, it's not ordered until a certain time that you can take it. Bullshit. Medicine is your medicine. I'm sorry. Your medicine policies here suck. You guys need to integrate a computer, or you don't even have to use AI. You have to fix your system. You have to learn to listen to the patient. You have to trust what the patient is telling you. If you don't trust what the patient's telling you, go to their next caregiver. Like my wife. My wife is my caregiver. She knows fucking everything about me. She knows more about me than I know about me. Yeah. So, what I'm saying to you all, everybody, get on that wagon and tell them, we gotta change the policies around here, because medicine needs to be given to the people when the people need their meds. Now, granted, I know it's not possible to get there at a certain time, right? Which everybody's used to a time of taking their meds. But I know that's not gonna happen. My point is, we have medicines that we take. Give us to them. Don't fucking wait. Don't say, oh, I can't give it to you now, but I can give it to you later. No, fuck you. You're not controlling this shit. Let us come down and give us our pills. How about that? I know they used to do that a long time ago at some hospitals. You would turn in your meds. You would bring all your medicines. Not a med list. You bring your meds with you to the hospital. You turn them in. The hospital doles it out. You come to the nursing station. If you can go to the nursing station, you go there. You tell them who you are. They take it out. You stand there in front of them. Take it. Bam. Simple. And that way, everybody gets their medicine. Now, you got people I know that are bedridden when they come here. And obviously, they can't get up and just go walking in there and say, I need my meds. You still need to treat them the same way as you would treat everybody else. If somebody's going to come walk to the nursing station and say, hey, I'm ready for my meds, give them their meds. It takes it out of the hands of the nurse, I think, more than anything, because that's too much of a responsibility for them. Honestly, what I see is the nurses get to choose, I guess, what I've been told. The nurses get to choose who they take as patients. And the thing is if you're going to choose that person, and if you get 4 or 5 patients, then why is it so difficult to keep up with 4 or 5 patients? Definitely, when it comes to medicine, Everything else I understand. It's not fast. It's not. It's whatever. What I'm getting at, there's really no consistency, is what I'm saying. It's inconsistency like a mug around here, and that's the problem. And that's a big problem, and that's why, and I'm looking back because I think somebody's coming in my room, but anyways, what I'm saying is, y'all, whatever hospital you go to, wherever it is, how good it is, no matter what, if it's the best in the country or whatever, I don't care. The medicine policies have to change. If you want better care at a hospital, you will care to the patient by giving them the meds that they need, not choosing when you want to give what you want to give. No, sorry. For me, being a liver transplant recipient, I have to take a rejection med from here on out for the rest of my life. And do you think if I miss it and I get my blood taken, my reading is not on the level? Usually it's always below the level sometimes, because even though I take it, I don't know if my body's, maybe my body's gotten used to it so much, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you all. All I'm saying is yes, the healthcare system needs some fucking revamping bad. Hell yeah. Policies need to change. You need to become more friendlier with the patient. Less of this is what we know, this is how it's going to be, blah, blah, blah. No, we're the patient. We know how we feel. You think you know how we feel by what you read and what you get for a test, but it doesn't mean you know how we really feel. See, that's the indication that I tell you, where the doctors and the nurses and everybody fail. They fail at that because they don't realize that the patient is pretty much right most of the time. They're not going to bullshit you. Unless they want to bullshit you about their pain medicine or something like that, I get it. But other than that, there's no bullshitting around, man. It's just plain and simple. No. We are the patient. We know what's going on with us. We understand it. We feel it. We are feeling it. They're not feeling it. They're here trying to diagnose it, yes. And I understand that and I respect that. But what I don't respect is the fact that you get put into a hospital and then all of a sudden the control is all theirs, not yours. And I think that isn't right. I think that too creates a lot of anxiety between patients and doctors, family. You know, get family that comes in and visit you. You're mad at the doctor. You're pissed off at the system, right? Your family comes in and you're still pissed off. Because I'm saying this is experience from me, because I've done that. I've been pissed off. My family shows up, and all I do is I complain. Now, does that make a good visit? No, it doesn't make a good visit. Because that's not what I want. I want a great friendly visit with family. I want to be able to feel comfortable when I'm even at the hospital, knowing that my doctors and them and the nurses that are taking care of you actually have a pulse and kind of care. Now, there are some that don't. I'm telling you, I've met... Yeah, anyways, you know what I mean. The book smart. I'm book smart, but are you common sense smart? See, that's what I'm getting at. It's common sense. It's not perceived with people who have higher IQ than somebody like myself. That's the whole thing. Book. No. You got to put the book aside. You got to put your hands in the work. You got to get dirty. It's what a mechanic does. We jump in. We get dirty. We figure it out. We don't bullshit. We don't mess around. That's the same with people. You don't fuck with their lives. Not at all. We're here to get cared. We're here not to sit and get sicker or die while we're in the hospital. Because the carer doesn't want to be there when it should be there. And that's what I'm getting at. And I'm not saying everyone that I've had this week has been rude or obnoxious. What I'm saying is they have the issue of when and where and how you get it. Your medicine. That's what I'm talking about. It's about medicine, and sometimes, yes, it's about the care. Sometimes the care, it seems like you can sit in a room for a day and not see nobody, or you do see somebody come in and get vitals. You know, and what I mean by seeing nobody, I mean by seeing some specialist or going to get a test or doing this or doing that. You know, and you sit and you go, what the fuck? You know, and the other thing is, I tell you this, and I know I'm taking forever. My wife is my caregiver. Like I said before, she knows me more inside and out medically than I really understand my own self. You know, and after all what I just said, and I know it doesn't make any sense, but what it is that my wife, it's a computer guru anyways, but it doesn't matter. It's beside the point. The thing is you know, most hospitals now have a, like an email thing, like you can email and talk to your doctors or whatever like that, right? Well, the thing is when you, when you are doing that, and they know how you are, but they're not here, right? They put you in the hospital, but you don't see your doctor. You see these other people that are part of the department that you hardly ever see, even when you come in for an appointment with the doctor. I have hardly ever seen these people that come in only when I'm here. When I'm in the hospital, that's when I see the other part of that team. So there is bumps in the road because messages get passed on, and it gets, you know how a message starts. It's just like high school, y'all. It starts as a rumor, and sooner or later, it's bigger than the fish you caught. That's it. That's what it comes down to, is there's too much in between, and it should be simple. I think it could be simple. I really do. I really think, like I said, the medicine thing, you could hand them out. You can have the patients come and get it. Let the patient be more involved with the caring and going, hey, what, you know, when you ask questions and you get the, well, we're going to see and wait and we'll let you know. Okay. When are you going to let me know? Oh, when we see the results, we'll let you know. Okay, when we see the results. Most of the time, what I'm saying is most of the results on certain things come up right away. I mean, like blood, obviously, blood is the fastest one. Then the other thing is maybe urine or sputum or whatever else it may be. What I'm saying is that, you know, it's... the medical field needs help in this entire country. It does. Not just here at U of M. It needs to be done at a lot of other hospitals. You know, and I love my university, trust me. I just wish things would be different and more compatible with the patient and the doctors and the nurses' relationship. Kind of could be more, not going to say personal because you can't do it that way. Love to, But I know that's never going to happen. What I'm getting at is I just want to see more compassion, more people feeling that they get what you feel, understand how you're trying to come across and explain how you feel and what you're feeling and what they may be seeing on a test or result isn't what you feel, and so, or how you feel. It's not what you feel, it's how you feel inside yourself when you're sick, whether it be just an infection like I had, or you're in here, even though I'm in here for my CF, right, my cystic fibrosis, but you have people, obviously you have other, there are CF people in this part of the I will say the ward. It's not really the ward. I won't call that because I don't know if they even use the word ward anymore. But I will use it in this section of it where I'm at. It's pretty much all CF people. Probably maybe 20, 25 people at the most. But you got to think about it too. There's probably 8, 9 nurses. So you divide those 8, 9 nurses up with those patients, so they end up with 4 to 5 patients apiece, let's just say. And you get a patient like myself that isn't as sick as maybe somebody else who has CF worse than I do. And obviously, I get it, they need more medical attention than I do, which is fine. I get it, I understand that. I just want, I want to see a better result in the hospitals. I would like to see more of that, where the patient has a lot more value to the doctors and their opinions, besides what, if the patient is more clear about what's going on, if they can, let's put it that way, if you can figure it out, and if you're not that out of it being sick, and you have some mentally capacity there to say, hey, this is how I feel, and I don't think this is the right way I should feel. And I don't know, what I'm saying is sometimes when you express it that way to some doctors or some nurses, they don't, it's like throwing them a curveball. It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean? Because, you try, let's say, like, like when I do my breathing, right? And I could feel myself wheeze, and you would probably basically hear it, but when they ask you, are you wheezing? Well, yeah, I can feel it inside. Okay, you're wheezing. All right, great, you told us that. Great, okay, we can fix this. Okay, we can go to this, we can approach it this way. Right. But it's like once you give that information, after that, the information goes from them to out to whatever they're doing, and then after that, it's gone. It seems like, and they come back with something different than what you have asked or said. It's like, okay. So I know to me, it's a lot of terms used that they don't need to use. It could be just, let's break it down, let's talk English, all right? Let's use the words and not use those 1,000 long words. All right, y'all. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Later.